Welcome back. You with us here on Tips for Tomorrow. Waqar Naqvi is CEO at Taurus Mutual Funds. He joins in for a quick chat on the markets. Waqar, afternoon, Prashant this side. Thanks for taking out the time and joining us here. Let me start by asking you your view on downstream oil stocks and upstream oil stocks. I know you own Reliance Industries in your portfolios, as most mutual funds do. But when I looked up at your portfolio, couldn't find any of the downstream stocks. Have you bought anything over the last couple of odd days, which probably shows up in the next filing?
As you know, Prashant, we are not allowed to quote on stock-specific things and what action we have done during the month. So my apologies on that I wouldn't be able to answer it. However, yes, we had started increasing our oil stocks in our portfolio in the recent past, and I think our portfolio should do well after the announcement by the government a few days back.
Without getting stock specific, downstream as well, you mean?
Yes. I'm sorry, my answers are being very brief because I can't really talk about it.
No problem. We'll derive what we want to from your statements. All right, Waqar, talk about some of the other areas in this market. You're quite positive on engineering as a space. Large portions of some of your portfolios are dedicated towards that. One stock that I noticed figures prominently across a couple of them is Greaves Cotton. I'm not asking you to comment on Greaves Cotton, but engineering is a space. What's the story there?
Well, Prashant, we believe that not only engineering, including capital goods, the order books of a lot of capital good companies are full. They have seen increased orders being placed. We are also in touch with banks and are aware that the credit offtake is expected to rise. So I believe that any industry, or especially the engineering industry and the capital goods industry, should benefit out of it. Yes, it will start showing, we believe, in the coming quarter beginning July, and should go on improving over the next 2 to 3 quarters. So that's where we are bullish on this segment, and I wouldn't be surprised if we increase some more stocks in this in the times to come.
You stick to the larger names, or you'd probably stick to smaller ones, like the ones you have, Greaves, AI Engineering?
You will see, across sectors, we are sticking to the leaders in that segment. And that is also because the markets remain volatile, the markets remain choppy, and there isn't a clear direction to the market right now. They are looking at the global cues, while the quarterly results expected are perhaps decent given the numbers we saw in the advance tax which was filed by a lot of corporates. Yet at this point in time, prima facie, be it FMCG, be it automobiles, you will see that we are sticking with the leaders for the time being.
You got a fair bit of mid caps also across portfolios, Waqar, isn't it?
Yeah, we have. See, what happens is Taurus Discovery is a mid cap fund, absolutely, and Taurus Star Share is a multi cap fund. So they'll always have a sprinkling of mid caps. But if you look at Taurus Bonanza, which is a large cap, I suspect whether you will find any mid caps there. Taurus Ethical also, I think there are hardly any mid caps there. So predominantly, I mean, if you look at, I can talk of the May end portfolios. If you look at FMCG, you will see ITC figuring there. If you see automobiles, you will find Bajaj Auto figuring there. So we are there. We like to be with the large caps or the leaders in the business right now.
Greaves Cotton figures in Bonanza though, significantly. Okay, Waqar, talk about your view on the market, because you said advance tax numbers have been positive. The market's been resilient in India, probably one of the best performers over the last couple of odd months now. Even if you want to take a short 10-15 odd day period, this market has outperformed some of the global peers. How are you calling the Nifty or the Sensex, whatever you might want to choose to talk about? Is there more, or do you think we are stuck in this trading range and now close to about 54 odd 100, you're pretty much at the top end of that range?
Prashant, we believe we are going to be in that range. We don't see a very sharp upside or a very sharp downside unless there is something which will unfold, and that something is very drastic which we are not aware of right now. But prima facie what we feel is that the markets will continue to remain range bound. Nifty might move plus 400, minus 400. We don't see a great movement either way. If your quarterly results are expected to be decent, then while what is good for the oil companies has not been received very positively by the the stock markets in terms of the fact that the inflation might rise in the short term or the immediate term after the hike in the oil prices. Simultaneously, it might be viewed as a positive by the rating agencies worldwide that India is opening up and India is sticking to its plan of deregulating a lot of things which are good for the economy, and you might see a up rate happen for India. So everything is sending mixed signals right now. That is where we believe that and of course all those 4 or 5 countries in Europe which came up with negative news, and it doesn't really add up to something where you can give direction to the market either way at this point of time at least.
Okay, all right, fair enough. You expecting and anticipating a rate hike from the RBI soon, perhaps as early as this week?
Difficult to say, Prashant, whether it would be this week or next week, but we won't be surprised if it happens very, very quickly. I guess a rate hike is given. I don't think there's any debate on whether a rate hike will happen or not. What we need to see is how much it will happen. The silver lining is that we don't believe that the rate hike, once it starts, is going to be a long drawn phenomena. It might be happening over the next quarter or 4 months, but we need to see how it pans out, because the RBI ultimately cannot end up hurting growth at the rate of containing inflation. So it's an extremely tightrope walk for them, of course. And a rate hike is, yes, imminent. Whether it happens this week or next week or in the immediate future, but we foresee that rate hike will happen, and I think before December, although again too early to talk about December, but our take is that before December we should have seen whatever rate hike is to happen. Whether it happens in 1 stage or 2 stages or 3 stages, but I think it would be over before December.
Should be over before December. Okay. In the rate sensitives, especially real estate, I don't think you own any in the real estate space, any stocks there. Does anything change for you?
We do own in real estate, but that weight is very insignificant, so it might have not come to your notice. What we feel, Prashant, is that the real estate should bottom out in the immediate future. Maybe in the coming quarter, our expectation is real estate should bottom out. However, they don't figure into the favorites. We'll take a fresh look at real estate by the end of the quarter ending September, but we suspect real estate should bottom out in the next 3-4 months.
Should bottom out in the next couple of odd months. Waqar Naqvi, thanks for taking out the time talking to us here on the show. Always good getting your thoughts across. Appreciate it here on NDTV. That's a wrap as well here on the show. Thanks for watching Tips for Tomorrow. Hope that information was useful in helping you making up your mind as you come back to trade tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Programming continues. Stay tuned.